marching strong. Cooks, techs, gunners all getting along. It ain't just jets that earn the fame. It's every soul aboard that plays the game. She's seen the storm and the silent dread. Send her steel birds where angels tread. From World War V to modern fight, she's always ready day or night. Oh, she's still on the sea, shadow and flame. Every sailor knows her name. The decks a dance of death and grace as freedom rides from place to place. Still on the sea, shadow and flame. Every sailor knows her name. The decks a dance of death and grace as freedom rides from place to place. Ever gonna get some thought and know I'm sort of on. If you held the high note all day long. Well, she's still on the sea, shadow and flame. Every sailor knows her name. The deck's a dance of death and grace as freedom rides from place to place. Still on the sea, shadow and flame. Every sailor knows her name. The deck's a dance of death and grace as freedom rides from place to place. Yeah, she's still on the sea, shadow and flame. Every sailor knows her name. The deck's a dance of death and grace as freedom rides from place to place. Still on the sea, shadow and flame. Every sailor knows her name. The deck's a dance of death and grace as freedom rides from place to place. Freedom rides from place to place. Scott's got 1,000 boots marching strong. Cooks, techs, gunners all getting along. It ain't just jets that earn the fame. It's every soul aboard that plays the game. She's seen the storm and the silent dread. Send her steel birds where angels tread.
How y'all folks doing this fine day? It's Gator here at the cable company. I'm so glad you stopped in to see me today. Today we're going over the Uss Enterprise Cvn-65. Formerly a CVN-65 is a decommissioned United States Navy aircraft carrier. In 1958, she became the first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier in the United States Navy and the world, as well as the 8th United States naval vessel to bear the name. Like her predecessor of World War II fame, she is nicknamed the Big E. At 1,123 feet, she is the longest naval vessel ever built and the only ship of her class, which was originally planned to have 5 other ships. Her 93,284 long tons displacement ranks her class as the third largest carrier class, after the Nemesis class and the Gerald R. Ford class. Enterprise had a crew of some 4,600 service members. Enterprise was at the time of activation the third oldest commissioned vessel United States Navy, after the wooden hull USS Constitution and the USS Blue Anger II. She was then activated on the 1st of December 2012 and officially decommissioned on the 3rd of February 2017 after over 55 years of service. She was stricken from the Naval Vessel Register the same day. The name has been adopted by future General R. Ford class aircraft carriers, USS Enterprise Cvn-65, designed under Project SCB-160. USS Enterprise was intended as the lead ship of a new class of 6 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, but massive increases in construction costs led to the remaining vessels being canceled. Enterprise is the only aircraft carrier to have more than 2 nuclear reactors, having an 8-reactor propulsion design, with each A2W reactor taking the place of one of the conventional boilers in earlier construction. She is the only carrier with 4 rudders, 2 more than other classes, and features a more cruiser-like hull. Because of the huge cost of her construction, Enterprise was launched and commissioned without the planned REM 2 carrier missile launchers. Initially, the carrier had little defense armament. Late in 1967, Enterprise was fitted with a prototype basic point defense missile system, the BPDMS installation, with 2 8-round box launchers for Sea Sparrow missiles. A third BPDMS launcher was fitted during the ship's refit in 1970 and 1971. Later upgrades added 2 NATO Sea Sparrows, NSSMs, and 3 Mk-15 parallax CIWS gun mounts. One CIWS mount was later removed, and 2 21-cell RIM 116 rolling A-frame missile launchers were added. Her radar, Enterprise had a phased array radar system known as SCANFAR, which was intended to be better at tracking multiple airborne targets than conventional rotating antenna radars. SCANFAR consisted of 2 radars, ANSPS-32 and the ANSPS-33. The ANSP-32 was a long-range air search and target acquisition radar developed by Hughes for the U.S. Navy. The ANSPS-32 operated together with the ANSPS-33, which was the square array used for 3-dimensional tracking, into one system. It was installed on 2 vessels, the Enterprise and the cruiser USS Long Beach, placing an unacceptable power drain on the electrical system on both ships. The technology of the ANSPS-32 was based on vacuum tubes, and the system required constant repair. The SPS-32 was phased array radar, which had a range of 400 nautical miles against large ships and 200 nautical miles against small fighter-sized targets. These earlier phased arrays, replaced around 1980, were responsible for a distinctive square-looking island. The ANSPS-32, the ANSPS-33 radars, while ahead of their time, suffered from issues relating to electrical beam steering mechanisms and were not pursued in further ship classes. While they are considered to be an early form of phased array radar, the later technology of the Angus phased array AN-SPY-1 with its electronically controlled beam steering was needed to make phased array radars both reliable and practical for the USN. The dome above the SCANFAR contained the unique electronic warfare suite, the Andrew Alford AA-8200 dipole antenna, which never acquired a military designation. The system consisted of 6 rows of antennas encircling the dome. The antenna in the upper 2 rows were encased in piping radomes, and they were small and fragile. The ship's keel was laid at the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company in Shipway 11 on February the 4th, 1958. On the 24th of September 1960, The ship was launched, sponsored by the wife of William B. Frank, then Secretary of the Navy. On the 25th of November 1961, Enterprise was officially commissioned with Captain Vincent P. D. Fox, formerly of Fighting Squadron 6, on her predecessor in command. On the 12th of January 1962, the ship made her maiden voyage, starting an extensive shakedown cruise and a lengthy series of test and training exercises designed to determine the full capabilities of the nuclear-powered supercarrier. A full-speed run with her escort, the USS Lappy DD-724, demonstrated the sheer power and speed of the Enterprise novel nuclear propulsion plant. Afterwards, Lappy radioed, "You win the race. Fuel gone, topside salted, crew wet, and engines tired." On the 20th of February 1962, Enterprise was tracking and measuring station for the flight of the Friendship 7, the Project Mercury space capsule in which Lieutenant Colonel John H. Glenn Jr. made the first American orbital spaceflight. Enterprise completed shakedown activities at Naval Station Oak on the 5th of April 1962. The propulsion, she had 8 Westinghouse A2W nuclear reactors. She had 4 Westinghouse geared steam turbines, 4 shafts, 280,000 SHP. Her speed was 33.6 knots, which is 38.7 miles an hour. Her range was unlimited distance, 20 to 25 years. Her complement was 5,828 maximum. Ship's company was 3,700 sailors, 150 chiefs, 150 officers. Air wing 1,800. Had 250 pilots and 1,550 support personnel. Sensors and processing systems. She had an ANSPS-48 3D air search radar, ANSPS-49 2D air search radar, the MK-23 target acquisition system, free control radar, electronic warfare and decoys. She had an ANSLQ-32 electronic warfare suite, Mark 36 SRBOC armament. She had 3 NATO Sea Sparrow launchers. She had 3 20mm Phoenix CIWS mounts. She had 2 RAM launchers. Armor. She had 8-inch aluminum belt equivalent to a 4-inch rolled homogeneous steel armor. Armored flight deck, hangar magazines, and reactor. Aircraft carrier, she hold up to 90, 60 plus normally. Aviation facility, she had a flight deck 1,123 feet. Notes, equipped with 4 steam-powered catapults. Well, there you go. There's a little history on the USS Enterprise Cvn-65. I want to do this right here again. Remember what we do this for? This documentary is for those who serve and are serving for our what, people? What are they serving? What is everybody doing this for, huh? What is it for? Freedom. Or freedom, okay? Let's do that again, okay? Freedom. Let's don't forget this, okay? So what it's all about, people. Keep our freedom. I should do that red. I should do it red, white, and blue, shouldn't I? Okay. Freedom. Wouldn't that be cool, red, white, and blue? All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping in to see me. I'll see y'all next time. We'll do another ship coming soon. Come on back and see me. I love you. You guys are one of a kind, okay? Live long and prosper. Bye-bye for now.